afternoon and welcome to our weekly news program from the territory showing on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. It is time to keep you abreast with news stories and other interesting reports from the communities within the nation's capital. My name is Aisha Ubali. Stay tuned. The program continues shortly. And let's begin with messages from the pulpit. The need for Christian faithful to develop their spiritual life through prayers for Almighty God to continually dwell in them was the focus of today's service at the House of Victory Parish, the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Rosemary Modlin Bilal reports that Senior Pastor Paul Olatunju enjoined the worshippers to depend greatly on the Holy Spirit for divine direction so as to order their steps. Just like the scripture says, the steps of the righteous are ordered by God. In a topic, dominion, which is found in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26 to 28, the cleric enjoined Christians to always have the spirit of dominion and faith, which will propel them to achieve greatness. Meanwhile, celebration, praise, and gifts of love verse describe the atmosphere of the Redeemed Christian Church of God Province 9, 2024 Sisters Convention with the theme, The Hand of God. Cecilia Julius reported that the event identified with widows in the church as they had cause to smile home.
It is the fourth edition of the RCCG Province 9 Women's Annual Conference with soul-lifting packages for the Christian woman. "26-year-old Felicity Ahowe joins multitudes of worshippers into the church auditorium, expectant of God's divine touch. The event, tagged The Hand of God, was set aside to awaken the consciousness of women and believers to God's ability and power to meet all needs.
That with Christ in us, no storm of life can stop us. And with the theme that we are considering today, the right hand of God, if the hand of men has failed us in the nation, the hand of the Lord cannot fail. The hand of the Lord is a hand that can bring hope to the hopeless. The hand of the Lord is the one that can sustain us in this country now.
Seminars, talks, and diverse presentations were all incorporated to encourage the heavy-hearted.
We thank God for our spiritual mother, Pastor Mrs. Anyonike Rotimi, who is mentoring us well, tutoring us well, teaching us how to live.
Today empowerment, I feel very good, and I give God the glory, and I pray that God will reward Mommy Adenike Rotimi.
It did not just end there, as there was distribution of food items, clothing, and empowerment for the needy and widows, where 27-year-old Felicity Ahowe, with heartfelt gratitude, bears her mind.
He just go to visit people from village. After there, the problem affects him. The program is very good. As I'm hearing about Jesus, it's good for me.
Really, it's very, very good because, things are very expensive. Really, they tried. They put a smile on our face.
They called on God for intervention in the nation's situation so a better Nigeria can emerge. In Abuja, Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
Still on spiritual messages, parents, guardians, and stakeholders have been tasked on rising to the challenge of grooming God-fearing, polite, and quality future leaders. This is an acknowledgement of the existence and the negative impact of the social media on children. These issues resonated at the meeting of the Children Evangelical Ministry. Sefia Norma Uche completes the report.
Grooming children the way of the Lord is hard work. Going by the way the society is easily influenced by social media. Parents, guardians, and stakeholders say it is of urgent necessity for children to be guided properly to avoid them falling prey to friends and social media.
And the Bible says if you don't solidify, if you don't make a foundation for tomorrow, our tomorrow will be shaken. And that's why we use this opportunity to challenge our parents that if you don't give sucking to your children, if you don't give them enough nourishment that will grow them to become the adults you intend to, you have a very big problem. The Bible says they will misguide you. You will stretch your hand and they will lead them to where you do not.
So every available parent in the care of their children, God will enable. There may be obstacles, they are attainable. They are what we climb over in order to attain success.
Some children's teachers present argue that knowing a child's character traits can be a guide.
And how can we reach these children? Through their parents, through the churches, through the school teachers, and then the children themselves by running clubs for them, by running camps for them. This we have been doing for a number of time, and God has helped us to raise so many of them.
One of the things we do to be able to achieve that is that the people, the teachers, the ministers, the evangelists that we do this work, we train them, we bring them up to speed, equip them so that they can function properly.
With a mission to train up a child with solid foundation, the organization has built many branches in the FCT and is engaging the children in various religious activities and aims to establish wider opportunities for them to grow in. Sefia Norma Uchi, NTA News.
And now to other stories. Commuters and residents living around Gwagwa Karimo axis of the FCT will now heave a sigh of relief with the flag off of construction of 4-kilometer full-scope development of arterial good from the Life Camp Junction to Ring Road 3. Onoze Yakubo reports.
When the name Gwagwa Karamo pops up, what readily comes to mind is the chaotic traffic situation experienced daily by motorists and other road users due to the bad nature of the ever-busy road. With this flag off of the construction of the arterial road from the Obafemi Awolowo Way connecting Ring Road 3, the situation will soon be a thing of the past.
It's going to cover a total distance of about 4.4 kilometers. And this road as a material is a 6-lane material with 3 lanes on either way, dual carriageway. And we are expecting that this road is going to provide the much needed relief to the Old Kefi Road right behind us, which connects this Life Camp Junction up to Day.
Of the development of arterial road from Life Camp to Ring Road 3 has been possible because of ingenuity of the Honorable Minister by improving the revenue base of the FCT. I want us to congratulate him for doing this singular effort.
The delivering period for the project is 18 months, but the FCT Minister S.M. Wiki has made a passionate appeal to the contracting firm to deliver before the scheduled date, as funds, he says, will not be a hindrance.
Indeed, this is what FCT is supposed to be, and we are ready to do that. And even the Northern Parkway, if you agree for this 14 months, I will not be to see that. Since I want to do by direct procurement, that job is given us. My own is, if you do for me, I do for you.
With this flag off, attention will now be shifted to the area councils for the continuation of similar exercises of opening up network of routes. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Genesis Schools or Students Association, or SOSA, has pledged its continued support in advocacy, development, and improvement of education in the country. Michael Magaji, the President General of the association, gave insights about the activities of the 43rd plenary of the association. Serafina Okonemekwe has details.
Living up to its mandate to promote academic excellence, inculcating values of nation building, to improving standards of education has remained the focal point for the associate members of Unity Schools, Old Students Association. As products of Unity Schools across the Federation, the old students say giving back to the society and helping government via partnership to provide support with policy options is aimed at putting Unity Schools back to stream.
Nigeria is our country, Nigeria belongs to all of us, and we have a civic responsibility to put back into the country what we also gained from it so many years ago.
Education is essential to national development and economic prosperity of any nation that desires greatness. To this end, the 43rd plenary for the year 2024 has at its theme, Education and National Unity. Our shared responsibility is expected to focus on Nigeria achieving healthy quality standard of education, which represents the group's vision, and the keynote speaker is said to be one of the old girls of the Federal Girls Government College, Benin, and the head of service of the Federation, Watson Jack.
Yes, we know government has a role in providing education, but we also as stakeholders have a role to also play in supporting the government.
The president used the medium to thank all members for their immense contributions who have committed funds and their quota to revamping the educational sector. In Abuja, Serafina Okon Omekwe, NTA News.
Stuck in the collapsed building in Sabon Libre following a recent demolition exercise carried out as directed by the FCT minister. Hawa Gimba report that evacuation process has commenced as at the time of filing this report.
The FCT Minister Nyesom Wike recently ordered the demolition of illegal structures in Sabo Lugbe South District layout after conducting an unscheduled site visit. This decision was made to address the issue of unauthorized buildings in the area. While the demolition exercise is currently underway, no fewer than 50 illegal erected duplexes and bungalows have been pulled down by the Federal Capital Territory Administration. As the demolition continues, residents, landowners, and developers are trying to negotiate with the minister, expressing the hope to find a resolution to the issue. Unfortunately, the partial demolition has caused some buildings to collapse, resulting in casualties and further distress for those affected.
Many people there inside here see the caterpillar that is trying to come out the building on top of them.
Affected parties are now appealing to the FCT minister to reconsider his stance situation, citing the severe consequences of the demolition. Hawagimba, NTA News.
In another development, the Federal Capital Territory FCT Police Command has confirmed the collapse of a building situated in Vidas Estate within the Savonliwe Extension FCT. Preliminary investigations reveal that the building was previously demolished by the FCT authorities due to its location in an illegally acquired area. Regrettably, the structure was further compromised by scavengers who had been tampering with the remnant for scrap metal, untimely leading to its secondary collapse. A total of 5 individuals were successfully rescued from the debris, and there were no reported deaths. In light of this incident, the FCT Police Command urges the public to respect the boundaries of demolished structures and construction sites, ensuring their safety and preventing similar occurrences in the future. In taking proactive measures for disaster risk mitigation, the FCT Emergency Management Agency is considering the use of technology to develop a robust early warning system to improve its disaster response. Acting Director General of FEMA, Abdurrahman Mohammed, who led members of his management team on a courtesy visit to the National Space Research and Development Agency, NASDA, is optimistic that synergizing with the agency will yield the desired results. Ramatu Abdullahi completes the story.
Acting DG of FEMA, Abdurrahman Mohammed, said as one of the most advanced space agencies in Africa, a synergy with NASDA will ensure the deployment of equipment to monitor early warning signs of environmental changes, such as flooding and fire outbreaks, among others. Acting FEMA DG is also hoping that the working relationship will lead to training of their personnel on using data and new technology, as well as geographic information systems, and planning evacuation routes to ensure optimum rescue operations.
As soon as I came on board, I recognized that we need to use technology to make sure that we reduce disaster to the merest minimum. So, and that is why we are here. They have technology. People don't know they have it, but we know they have it, and we are ready to use it.
Director General of National Space Research Development Agency, NASDA, Dr. Matthew Olumide Adepoju, commended the DG FEMA's foresight and proactiveness, assuring of NASDA's commitment to working together with FEMA. He said the agency will also help in developing a geospatial database to help manage relief for victims of disaster.
There is no nation that doesn't have one challenge or the other, but the response is what matters most. And under this administration, we want to mainstream the space technology to all the sectors to make sure that the technology works for us.
With this meeting, it is expected that the two organizations will now match words with actions to achieve results. Ramatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Away from disaster mitigation, now to health. The desire of Rotary is to eradicate and end polio to zero level so that children will live healthy lives. President Rotary Club of Abuja High Rise, Mariam Ahmad Abdullahi, stated this while declaring open World Polio Day 2024 at New Kuchigoro IDP Camp, Abuja. Rosemary Motlen Bilal reports.
Ruth is a 43-year-old woman from Borno State who got displaced 10 years ago due to activities of Boko Haram. She's one of the beneficiaries of the benevolence of the Rotary High Rise Club, Abuja. Other beneficiaries say Rotary Club has always extended a hand of love, and for these beneficiaries are all expressing gratitude for the gesture.
They are coming to help our life, our children here, because the condition that we find ourselves here because of issue of Boko Haram. Even money to buy food, we don't have it, but people like individual people, churches, NGOs, they are coming to comforting us. They are bringing different kind of medicine and vaccinating.
We are thankful for you people. They bring medicine, they give our children treatment, food. People, they help us every day.
For Rotary Mariam, catching them young with the aim of ending polio is one of the primary aims of Rotary Club worldwide. Hence the reason for coming to this IDP camp and other vulnerable areas.
We're doing our best. We're coming to polio at zero. This is our symbol for this year. End polio now. We were saying keep it at zero, but now we're ending it to be at zero. That's the desire of Rotary. And as Rotarians, it's our joy to see raising healthy children in healthy communities. Whatever the community, the future of the children must be healthy. That's our priority.
The program served as opportunity to share knowledge on ways of avoiding polio and why attention must be centered on children.
We do the pre-testing, pre-counseling. After the counseling, we do the testing. After the testing, we disclose the results to them and do the post-testing. If after the post-testing, when whoever that is positive, we ensure all our facilities that are provided with such services, we have to ask the client which facility are they comfortable that they will be accessing their care.
Test them on HIV, because some of them live with it, they don't even know. Do you understand? Then for the children, we give them polio, vaccination and all. Then it's them health-wise completely. You understand? Text and then
will be sustained and replicated in other communities. Rosemary Mortel Bilal, NTA News.
Now, let's take you to the communities. Residents of KT community in the Abuja Municipal Area Council are lamenting the numerous challenges being faced such as child labor, rape on vulnerable members of their communities, among others, which have become significant issues presented by community leaders as Sandra Akeme visited Katy community.
Keti community is an ancient locality some distance away from the Abuja city center with quite a huge population. However, information featuring in the community, according to residents, is a heartbreaking reality that needs urgent attention. Members of the community say that at an alarming young age, many of their girls are reportedly raped and sometimes married off without their consent. This trend, they noted, deprives them of education and their childhood as a result of early pregnancy.
One of our daughter went to work in Redmond. She was raped. So the case has gone to even Naples. And then this girl run mad because they gave her something to take.
You will see a child like 14, 15 years with pregnancy. And they will abandon, the person will abandon. Some of the parents will now say, go to the family house there. The people that gave you the pregnant, they will go there and have their baby.
While in the course of administration, we have observed that a lot of the girls get pregnant either JS1 or in JS2. There should be reinforcement in security.
The traditional ruler of the community, Chief Pius Ayena Jei,
normally do is
distortion in the report. Along Airport Road, market with huge economic potentials, popularly known as Gosa markets. Ramat Abdullahi, who visited the area, recently reports that it is a pocket-friendly market for many seeking means of navigating their way out of the present economic situation. Let's take a look.
The market offers varieties of commodities just like any other market. Rice, beans, maize, gari, and others. The list is indeed long. However, one distinctive feature of the market is the relatively cheaper prices of commodities compared to other markets. There is also the availability of fresh farm produce like these sweet potatoes.
The potatoes you see here are supplied by farmers. Yeah. So, and we have our association. Some of these ones we sold 20,000 naira. You know, if the thing is much, the price must come down. And also, if the demand are not much, we have no objection, no need to bring the price down. Yeah, but when the demand is high, you know now.
Just like the potatoes, yams are also available but are mostly from Benue State, as explained by one of the traders.
This one is 5 tuber. I can sell this one 7,000. And the last price will be that. And if you want buy and place, I will give you 6,500. We go see and better buy for that place. But the transport where you go carry from Benue, come here, now be the cocoa.
Away from the foodstuff, the market is a hub for second-hand clothing materials. If you have the patience to explore, you will definitely find something nice and affordable. And it is also said that it is best to go early to the market to get the best ones.
But if you are looking for something good, like UK or something like that, at least 1,000. So
at times they order from Lagos, at times they order from Kaduna. Not everybody is going to Kaduna or Lagos, so we buy from those coming from Kaduna or Lagos.
Gosa Market operates every day, but it's usually at its peak every Friday, which is the main market day. One of the challenges facing the market is the deplorable state of its access road, which is begging for attention from the authorities. That notwithstanding, if you have not been to Gosa Market before, you may want to give it a try, particularly on a Friday, and you will be glad you did. Ramatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Gosa Market. And that's how we end the territory today. Please do join us again next week for another interesting package. I am Aisha Ubali. Good afternoon.